Hey up everyone, welcome back to the Rugby League History channel. I hope you're all well. Tonight's video is going to be my tips for round 13 of the NRL 2020 season. So let's get into it with the first match, which is kicking off on Thursday night. It's St George against Eastern Suburbs, also known as the Sydney Roosters. I cringe when I have to see Sydney Roosters, I feel so dirty. This game's being played at the Wind Stadium, or as it was known back in the old days, the Wollongong Showground. Thursday night, 10 to 11 in the morning, it's kicking off here, and kicking off about 8 o'clock at night in Sydney, or in Wollongong I should say. So St George, they had a great start to the game last week against South, and then they fell away badly, ended up losing that game at home to South at Cogra, and Eastern Suburbs had a hard-fought win over the Gold Coast. For this match, I'm going to go for East. I think that they're going to win this game. I think they're going to have too much class across the park. The first game on the Friday sees Manly Warringah up against New Zealand. This match has been played at Brookvale Oval. Manly got absolutely smashed last week against Penrith, and New Zealand had an upset win, or a shock win, over West at the Sydney Cricket Ground. This is one of the matches I've looked at where I've gone, this could go either way. It's quite difficult. New Zealand's like a tap on and off. Manly have been in good form up until last week, but I'm going to go for the home team on this occasion. I'm going to go for Manly to win a very close match over New Zealand. And the main game on the Friday night sees South Sydney up against Brisbane. This match has been played at ANZ Stadium. South had a very gutsy win last week against St George, as I just mentioned, and Brisbane capitulated against Cronulla in the last 10 minutes. In this match, I'm going to go for South. I think what I saw from Brisbane last week really reminded me of Parramatta in 2018, where they'd lose games from impossible positions. And I think South would have gained a lot of confidence after last week, and I think last week might be the turning point in South season, because they were down and out 16-0, and they come back into that match, and they ended up getting away with it, and I think that could be a springboard for better things to come for South. The first match on the Saturday, Super Saturday, sees Melbourne up against Canterbury Bankstown. Canterbury were unlucky to lose against Parramatta on the Sunday, and Melbourne were, as you'd expect from Melbourne, they pretty much won with ease against Newcastle. In this match, I'm going to go for Melbourne. I think they're going to win this game by at least 20 to 30 points over Canterbury. The next game on the Super Saturday sees Newcastle up against West. Newcastle lost against Melbourne, and West had that shock loss against New Zealand, as I just mentioned. This is probably the hardest game, the tip of the week. It's a real toss of the coin. And funny you should see that, because I got a 50p coin here right now. I know I'm copying off Nick from Australia, he did this, but let's just toss the coin, because I don't know which way this game's going to go. I give up on the West Tigers. So heads is West, and tails with the lion is Newcastle. So let's go. Oh, heads. Looks like I'm going for West to beat Newcastle on Saturday night. And the final game on Super Saturday sees Penrith up against Canberra at Penrith Stadium. Penrith had that smashing win against Manly, and Canberra, they've been playing alright over the last month, considering that they've lost Josh Hodgson, but they've got John Bateman back. I think Canberra's definitely going to be playing finals this year. But in this game, I think Penrith will just beat Canberra. I think this will be another close match. Canberra's not going to go down without a fight, but I think Penrith's going to win this game. The first match on the Sunday is the Gold Coast, and they're up against North Queensland. This one's being played at Seabold Super Stadium up on the Gold Coast. The Gold Coast tried really hard last week against East, but they didn't get the win. And North Queensland, they haven't been playing well at all. it seems with the change of coach that things haven't really changed, you could see. They did try hard against Canberra up in Townsville, but it seems that up in Townsville, I thought that when they moved to that new ground, it was going to be like when Parramatta moved to the new stadium and they were going to build a fortress, but it seems in some ways that they were better off at the old ground. I'm going to go for North Queensland to win this match. I think they're going to win it 1-12. I can tell you right now, if North Queensland don't win this match, that I'm going to be on the phone to Lismore Police, and I'm going to be making sure that there's going to be a welfare check out there for Nick from Australia, because he'll be throwing stuff and breaking stuff. So for everyone's sake, let's hope that's North Queensland win. And the final match to close out the round is Cronulla Sutherland up against Parramatta, and this one's being played at Congra Oval. Parramatta were very lucky to win over the weekend. If you watched my video, I had that rant. I wasn't particularly happy even though we won. And Cronulla, they had that win over Brisbane where they won in the last 10 minutes. They scored 2 or 3 tries. This is a really tough game to pick because not only is my team involved, but Cronulla's been like West Tigers and like New Zealand. One week they'll put 40 points on a team, the next week they'll concede 50. Then they'll just beat a team, and then the week after they'll score another 40 points. And with Parramatta, we've been playing all right, but there's been some games where if things would have gone another way, we could have lost them easy. Like so, I'm going to tip Parramatta to win this game, but only because Parramatta's my team, and I'm not going to tip against them because I know if we get off to a slow start, I can see Cronulla putting a few points on the board against us. Cronulla's one of those teams where I think their defence isn't that great, but their attack's very good because they've demonstrated that this year putting some points on some teams. But that's my tips for round 13 of the 2020 NRL season. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, click that like button. If you're enjoying the content that I'm making and all the stuff that I'm doing on my channel, subscribe to the channel and also click that notification bell so you get an email when I do a new video. But as always everyone, I hope you enjoy your Tuesday, wherever you are in the Wales, and I'll catch you all later. Tatty bye.